Hello again. Besides hearing Sister Anesia on Ken's program, it was my pleasure to receive an email from her and to speak to her one-on-one, woman to woman for a while, and I was very impressed. And then she asked for the assistance of the Women's Arm. They had 10 students, kids, in a home, in a shelter, there in St. Vincent after they had the disaster. And they were looking for money to help these kids to go back to school and so. And she asked for assistance. And the Women's Arm decided to take up the challenge to help these kids. It was 10 of them, I think, if I may. In this particular shelter, and we have agreed. And we have used some of the funds that we had, and we help raise funds, and we seek the assistance of the party in some instances, and we now have the monies that she asked for in the sum of $2,500 to help these kids get their uniforms and so to go back to school. And so we will now provide that to her. She further asked for some assistance for the women, some of the women in St. Vincent, and which I was kind of taken aback, because it's true that when you have such disasters, everybody sends clothing, shirt, pants, dress, shoes, and they forget underwear. And so she requested, and we were able to gather some also. And we are going to present her with that. We were going to send it up before, and since I asked her to come and do this with us, and she agreed, I thought we'd just wait and give it to her one time. So, Sister Anesia, this bouquet, first of all, is to thank you. It's an appreciation for your deliverance here today. So you have it. This is the money, and lady Teresa there has the 2 boxes that we have put together, but they are on the way for us. Thank you again.
I want to thank you very much, Madam President, and your executive and your party. You know, when you go through a disaster, it's amazing the simple and basic things that people suffer from. I went to the impacted areas 2 days after the December 24th, 25th floods, when we could pass certain areas. And I remember meeting a father outside of one shelter. He was bareback, shoeless, and he pointed over to his little daughter and he said, "You see that little girl in the jeans jacket and the dress? That's my daughter. That's all she has had on her back since 2 days ago." Because when your whole house is washed away, when you're literally caught in the midst of the night at 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. in the morning, everything gone, you literally have to start over from scratch. You understand? And from my work, what I was seeing is that certain basic but very important things were being overlooked, because you can't give people used certain things, you know? And so, by talking to the women who were already in shelters and women on the ground, they were like, "Miss Baptiste, we need. And I said, "Oh, okay, right." And then I think to myself, wait, but you know, it's true. Because if you lost everything, you lost everything. You know? And when I spoke to your Women's Arm about it, I wasn't afraid to ask, you know, because this was the reality. And we still have about 130 women in shelters. And I remember at one point when another person came forward to help with some of these things, and I went to shop with some of these women, and they had to like just, in order for it to share around the little I had, they had to like just choose 3 hair or 2 hair. You understand? And this is your whole life just disappear in one night, one event, and you have to start over. Some of us can't bear the idea of just having 3 of that or 2 of this as women. But this is is the reality. So I am really grateful. I am really touched and happy and thankful to you for this contribution, and I know that the women will be grateful. Thank you very much.